scale of the task at hand exceeds the capacity of the political and economic mechanisms currently available to meet the task, which means the willingness of governments to move forward ambitiously is severely handicapped unless business provides the impetus. And that is where you come in. You are, by your own self-definition, part of progressive business, and I salute you for that. That's the good news. The bad news is, I'm sorry to tell you, you are not the majority. The global economic transformation that we need still needs to be lifted from being a somewhat absurd dream in many quarters. Progressive business, most importantly, has the power to change both consumer and supplier behavior and turn it into a powerful vocal support that gives policymakers a clearer political space in which to act. I'm encouraged that many enlightened companies, present company included, have embarked on this, and this is another excellent example of preventative action, to be summed up to Harry's examples that you just put on the table. Now, I fully understand that the private sector companies, progressive companies, could be even more aggressive in capital allocation if you had a stronger market signal from the policy providers. But today, since you have invited to challenge you, let me take you seriously. I stand before you with a clear request. Help us break the vicious cycle. Help us convert it into a virtuous cycle that can power new growth, create jobs in new sectors, help alleviate poverty, and stabilize the climate all at the same time. That is the type of preventative action that the world urgently needs. Realizing the below 2-degree temperature goal does not mean that we will live in a world free of hydrocarbons. But as low-carbon world is created step by step, their relative importance will gradually decline. So the conclusion that you can all reach is that the business success of tomorrow is born of the low-carbon opportunities of today, should you choose to use them. A climate-safe world is impossible without creative responses proportionate to the dangers of climate change. A low-carbon economy necessitates a multifaceted paradigm shift across a broad spectrum, from individual behavior to company actions to national and subnational policies. The transformation that we're talking about requires 3 components. First, capital availability. Second, execution capability. And third, policy support. Yes, you could do more if you had the pull of ambitious international policy. However, given that I am the one to admit to you that the slow pace of international policy will continue, my question to you is, are you exploring to the utmost those opportunities that allow you to increase your low-carbon market share, thereby converting your entrepreneurial activity into a push for governments to take more ambitious decisions?